Traders, welcome back to another episode of this week's trading series. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to plan for your trades. And planning for your trades is very important, guys. We all know that we need to treat trading like a business, and any business needs some planning. If you're gonna do anything efficiently and effectively, you need to start by planning first. So this is what I want to show you guys here. I want to show you an example in the live markets. Please don't be scared. This is just my indicate. Let me just remove it actually, because it looks weird sitting all there, right? There we go. Now we've got a clean chart. So when I get into the markets, I need to plan before I start taking any trades. I need to understand where are we currently in order for me to understand where are we potentially gonna go. And you might think this is just some basic knowledge, guys. You'll be surprised at how many people do this. I used to have a day job, and I would wake up just on time for me to get to work on time, right? So I'll just wake up around 6 and I start preparing, and I need to beat the traffic and everything like that. So I would get to work without even entertaining my charts, without even trying to open my charts and understand what's happening. And we'll have our meeting. After the meeting, I will quickly run to the loo and I will open my phone, zoom in, maybe 5-minute time frame, and I see 2 candles pushing up, and I'm like, oh, it's a buy. Then I take a buy, place my stop loss and take profit and hope for the best. And more often than not, I will come back to a stop loss. It sounds so silly to me to even think about it now. Like, dude, you just wasted your hard-earned money and you have no evidence, you have no idea what was going on in that chart there. So I want to share with you my thought process when I'm in these live markets here. How do I hunt for trades? How do I plan for my trades? And how do I execute my trades? So the first thing that I do, obviously, I go to my DXY, which is my dollar index. I want to gauge the strength of the dollar. What is the dollar doing today? Is it strong? Is it weak? Let's see. I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame, and I would really recommend anyone with a day job to trade the 4-hour time frame, because it gives you enough trades in a day without it being too fast, but also it's not too slow like a daily time frame. If you're trading that, yeah, you might get some trades right, but it's too slow. If you have $100 account, how long is it going to take you to double that account? You need to be taking trades on a daily basis, and the 4-hour time frame just provides you that opportunities. If we start analyzing from the 4-hour time frame, we can see, everybody can see that this thing is pushing to the upside. We can all see that the market is pushing to the upside. It's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now we're expecting to push and make a new higher high. But I'm looking at what's happening right now. Yeah, I do understand that this level here where we got our first push, I mean, what date was that? Was the 28th of December, bro. 28th of December. I don't even remember what I was doing then. That's too far gone. I'm here to discuss the future. What are we talking about right now? What is the market doing right now? Because if this is the last level that we broke. Let's look at this. Let's concentrate at what's happening right now. This is the first level that we broke before we came to the upside, right? Now we came back to retest. Let's remove that so we can make it clearer, right? The market broke this level, came back to retest. Now what does this mean? It means the next phase must be a push. Okay, we push, but we need to break the previous highs in order for us to say, okay, we are still pushing to the upside. Did we do that? No. The market failed. It came back. Okay, maybe it came back for a deep pullback. Maybe it came back for a double bottom. Nobody knows. What we do know is that if the market does this, the next phase is to push to the upside. We push to the upside. We need to violate the previous highs. Did we do that? No. Shit. The market is failing to push to the upside. So we are no longer on an uptrend, are we? It's not pushing to the upside. This thing is consolidating now. Let's try again and see what's going to happen. It tries to push again. It gets back to the top of the consolidation. It gets back to the top of the resistance line, and it's fading again. It's coming back to the downside. Now, this is why this is very interesting to me, because this is what's happening right now. This is the information that's really happening right now, not the 28th of December, bruv. That's too far gone. That's the past. Right now, Right now, what is the market doing? I can see that it just failed to break the previous highs, and it's been failing for quite some time now. Here we are, we failed to break the previous highs. But let me ask you something. If the market is going to push to the upside, right? After the exhaustion, we need some big bullish candles to push and violate the previous highs. We need some momentum for us to break the previous highs. If we fail to break the previous highs, the next time we get back there, we need even stronger candles. We need even stronger momentum to confirm to us that indeed we are going to break this level, because we already failed twice. So we can't just come with some meow like pussycat candles like these two here. Look at how slow they are. They don't look like they're going to violate the previous highs. There's no momentum in the market. This thing is not pushing to the upside. So why would I buy that? I don't want to buy that. And if I'm not buying, I'm planning to sell the market, because let's look at it. The market has been consolidating, right? It's been stuck on consolidation, not doing anything, and now we're at the top of it. What happens if we're at the top of a consolidation? We need to drop, getting back to these levels here, because remember, we know that we are failing to break the previous highs, and now we know that we're at the top of consolidation. What do we need to do? We need to sell. Let's move back to the 1 hour time frame just to understand the behavior and study this thing. What is it doing? Does it look like the market that is pushing to the upside? Hell no. This thing doesn't look like it's pushing to the upside. It looks like it's failing. It's failing to break to the upside. And if it's failing to break to the upside, the only logical explanation is to push to the downside, at least for the time being. At least for the time being, we might get back to this previous support here, because it's clearly failing to push to the upside. I'm not saying this thing must now start pushing to the downside and giving me some 1 to 15, right? No, that's being greedy. What I'm saying is at least it's gonna come back to these previous lows here, and if it's still gonna continue consolidating, then that's fine. That's fine. It's going to continue being a worm. Then we're going to buy it back to the upside and sell it back to the downside and buy it back to the upside until this changes. But for now, we're planning to sell this thing. Let's move back to the 15-minute time frame to see if we can find some patterns there to sell this baby right here. Okay, so when I get to the 15-minute time frame, right, I'm looking for double tops. I'm looking for double tops. We got our first top there. I'm looking for the market to pull away, come back for the second top, and then I can sell it back to the downside. If it gives me some confirmation that it's gonna go to the downside here. What are the confirmations? Confirmations are weak ass candles like this one right here. See, the market was pushing to the upside, and this weak ass candle, look at that, it failed to break to the upside. The market came back falling. So now the market is going back to that level there. I'm expecting to see some weakest candles, some dojis, some indecision candles, and then bang, a huge red candle facing to the downside. And then what do you know? I'm going to take this baby back to the downside. Now notice, traders, that I'm doing this before the market gets to that level there. Before the market gets to that level there, I already have my plan that this is what I'm going to do. So when the market is there, I'm not going to start being confused taking some buys. If the market smashed through this level here, I'm not going to start being confused and start rushing in for some buys, because I know that my plan is to sell.